There's a lovely breeze blowing on the banks of the river Sabarmati in Ahmedabad this morning, but the big question we are tracking, which way are the political winds blowing? Will the BJP be able to come back to power once again, or is its 22-year-old domination of Gujarat now under serious threat? 89 seats going to polls. You're joining us at the India Today Editors Roundtable. Let me get you to meet our guests joining us this morning. Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Congress has just walked in. Priyanka, morning. Zafar Islam representing the BJP, morning. Shyam Parekh, political analyst. Sudhir Raval with us this morning. Also with us are two colleagues in our Ahmedabad bureau, Gopi Maniara, Aaj Tak bureau chief, and Jumana Shah, who leads India Today television here in Gujarat. Uday Mahurkar from India Today magazine is here as well. So welcome to all our guests. I want to ask Gopi first, what are we picking up so far on voting trends? Voting has now been on for 2 hours. What have we gathered so far?
राहुल, अब तक जो वोटिंग परसेंटेज आ रहा है, परसेंटेज ये बता रहा है जो सूरत है, अकेले सूरत के अंदर ही 8.50% वोटिंग हो चुकी है। और जो ओवरऑल जनरल जो सौराष्ट्र और दक्षिण गुजरात की बात करते हैं तो ओवरऑल 8 to 10% वोटिंग, इस तरीके की खबरें अभी इलेक्शन कमीशन की ओर से आ रही है। साथ ही बड़ी तादाद में लोग बाहर निकले हैं सुबह से ही। 7:30 से वोटिंग जब 8 बजे शुरू हो रहा था, लोग 7:30 से ही लाइन में लगना शुरू हो चुके थे। जो बड़ी तादाद में लोग बाहर आ रहे हैं तो एक अलग ही वोटिंग पैटर्न हमें इस बार देखने मिल रहा है कि इतनी सुबह से ही लोग बड़ी तादाद में आ रहे हैं। लेट्स सी कि क्या होता है, किसकी और ज्यादा वोट जाते हैं।
Is this the way it usually is, Jumana? Long queues early in the morning?
Not long queues, but yes, people do queue up to vote because in Gujarat, weekends are not exactly non-working. So people do have to go to work. So they would like to finish their voting and then go to work. So that's one part of it. Second, of course, it's a pleasant morning. People, start their day and they would like to queue up. Also, as far as the mood is concerned, it does look like, there is a purpose because, we have our ideas about what is going around. But when people actually come out, that's when you really see. So what is going on in people's mind? There is something that is happening, and there is something. There is a reason why people are coming out to vote. Long queues. Yes.
Let's try and get some word in from our correspondent Sahil Joshi. Is in the commercial hub of Surat, and all the cities I've travelled to, there's no other city I've seen with just the sheer number of malls and business centres that Surat has. Dozens and dozens of malls, people lining out on the streets, sitting on chatais, eating food, leaving all the fancy restaurants empty, but preferring to sit in front of a Surati lari and eat food there. Let's listen to what Sahil is picking up after speaking to some voters out in Surat this morning.
They can celebrate this Mahaparv of elections. It looks like this is for the first time they are doing it. Let's try and understand from the society that why they are doing it. ये आप क्यों कर रहे हैं? आप पहली बार इस तरीके से साथ में जा रहे हैं?
नहीं, हर बार हम करते हैं। ये महापर्व है, इसलिए हम ऐसा फेस्टिवल मानते हैं और हम साथ में ही जाते हैं हर साल।
इससे क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं आप? सबको साथ में ले जाने के लिए क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं ताकि पूरा वोटिंग हो?
हम ये दिखाने चाहते हैं कि हम सब एक हैं। जो हिंदुस्तान वाले हैं और ये अच्छे उम्मीदवार हैं, हम उसके साथ हैं।
आपको कैसे पता कि सारे सोसाइटी वाले एक ही कैंडिडेट को वोट देंगे? हो सकता है कि वो किसी को भी वोट
वो पहले से ही पता है सर। एक ही पार्टी को वोट कर रहे हैं।
चलो ठीक है। कुछ महिलाओं से लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट दिस फेनोमेना इज। आप सब लोग साथ में जाके वोट क्यों करते हैं हमेशा?
बस हम लोगों को बीजेपी करना चाहिए।
और आप लोग साथ में जाके वोट क्यों करते हैं? आप कुछ बता पाएंगे? हमेशा साथ में जाके वोट करते हैं। So this is something different because every time when I've come to Gujarat, people have found unique ways of calling people out so that they can go out and vote. Any which way, there's a high voting percentage in Gujarat. Even in 2012, we saw more than 70% people came out and voted. But this is a unique technique because the whole housing society decided that they will go united and vote. Maybe they are following some particular party, but despite that, what we call that their enthusiasm to go out and vote is something which is definitely we have to look at. With cameraman Manish Shirishkar, Sahil Joshi in Surat for India Today.
That's very interesting. The entire society coming out to vote, a great spirit of community amongst the people of Surat. If the Gujarat election were to be a cricket match and the match coming down to the slog overs, is the Congress guilty of having conceded too many hit wickets? Priyanka Chaturvedi, last few overs, instead of coming together and hitting big in the slog overs, the Congress suddenly seemed to implode.
How do you judge that? How have we imploded?
From Kapil Sibal to Manish Iyer, lots of loose balls.
And what have we done in response to that? We have also...
After damage was done.
No, there has been no damage. The damage has been on the front of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that's why you see how they're trying to deflect attention from their own failure of governance for the last 22 years. All the questions that Mr. Gandhi has been asking on Twitter have gone unanswered. Every question that he has been asking of the Bharatiya Janata Party and CM Vijay Rupani and former Chief Minister Mr. Narendra Modi have gone unanswered. So that in itself shows who is really imploding. The language, the way the politics is being played around by the Bharatiya Janata Party in itself is an indicator in which direction the Bharatiya Janata Party is heading.
I was listening, Zafar, to Rahul Gandhi yesterday near Anand, and he said that Modi is a jadugar, a magician. He wants to distract your attention, create a sleight of hand. So instead of talking about real issues of development, he's taking you in another direction, whipping up emotions so he doesn't have to answer questions about kaam hua ki nahi hua.
Well, development is something which everyone can see. Development is all over, and even Rahul Gandhi has realized that he cannot discuss about development because the definition of development he has seen in his own constituency where he has not done anything. And when he travels to Gujarat, he sees development all over, and all the statistics suggest that Bharatiya Janata Party has done very well in last 22 years, and there is absolutely no complaint as far as the people of Gujarat is concerned. But what is people of Gujarat is complaining about? The language they are using. They are trying to insult, repeated attempt to insult the Honorable Prime Minister, and today is the opportunity for the people of Gujarat to give a befitting reply, and I'm sure they will come out in large numbers and they will give a befitting reply to the Congress Party and its leader.
Ankit Tyagi is with us at this time. This is Vijay Rupani's own seat. Rupani, the Chief Minister, he's not quite a Narendra Modi. He's trying to fit into some very big shoes. What's the mood like in Rajkot, Ankit?
Rahul, you're right there. He's not Narendra Modi, but yes, incumbent Chief Minister from a very safe seat. Rajkot West is a very safe seat for the BJP. It's considered a stronghold. And as I've been saying since morning, this time it's a contest here. Just what Zafar Islam was saying, that people on the street are talking about the kind of language that has been used. Well, that is something that we have not found here. People do credit the kind of safety and the development of Rajkot to the previous government. But there is also a question about whether they have done all that they could, and that is possibly going to be a deciding factor here in Rajkot, Rahul. Since morning, there have been huge queues, and especially in the areas. I am just about a kilometer from where Mr. Rupani's residence is, and these areas are the stronghold of the BJP. Massive queues, and the machinery that we keep talking about. To show you, these are quite serpentine lines that you just see here. Enthusiastic young voters, first-time voters, and more or less are talking about whether they are able to trust the change that many people are talking about with the kind of safety and the development that they have seen so far in Rajkot. Mr. Rupani is sounding confident, but he knows there is a fight at hand. If you go on to the other side, it almost seems like a dividing border here. If you go on to the other areas of Rajkot West constituency, especially where the residence or the offices of Indranil Rajguru, the Congress candidate, is, there you'll see a completely different picture. You'll see a very enthusiastic Congress also putting in their best. Last time it was almost equal, 4-4 for the BJP and Congress on the 8 seats in Rajkot district. This time it seems the fight is even tougher.
All right, thanks Ankit. It's very interesting. I want to tell our viewers a bit about Rajkot West. Indranil Rajguru is one of the most rich candidates in Gujarat with a declared wealth of 141 crores. He was earlier the MLA from Rajkot East. He gave up that seat voluntarily, told his leadership that I will go and fight Vijay Rupani in Rajkot West, will give him a tough time. So that's an interesting thing. We haven't seen, Uday Maurkar, the Congress take up such challenges. We've got Smriti Irani fighting Rahul Gandhi in Amethi. Congress leader saying Asan seat is usually better, but this time you've got a high-profile leader taking on the Chief Minister in his bastion.
The word which went around was that Rupani was very keen to see that Rajguru doesn't face him, and Rajguru actually told the Congress leadership that if you don't allow me to contest on party symbol against Rupani, I'll fight as an independent.
What was his peeve against Rupani? Why is he so upset? Rajguru, why is he so upset?
No, he is his traditional rival. He has been his traditional rival for many years, and I mean, and he's a
political driver. We can say that political driver. और कई सालों से इंद्रनील राज्यगुरु है वहाँ पे अपना कांग्रेस का एक हम कह सकते हैं राहुल की एक हाथा शासन वहाँ पे चला रहे हैं और उनका जिस तरीके से डोमिनेशन है लोगों पे और खास करके उनके जो फादर है उनके फादर भी पॉलिटिक्स में थे इंद्रनील राज्यगुरु के तो उसके बाद विजय रूपानी तो वो डायरेक्टली फाइट करना चाहते हैं.
No, but the one thing, Shyam Parekh, I don't think anybody can dismiss is the fact that the Congress has put up a fight. Unlike other elections, we saw as we traveled the state, people from different states, except for the south and maybe the northeast, they've pulled in people, not just their senior leaders, but even down the level. They've pulled in their local level leaders also and brought them in. So the Congress this time in Gujarat is putting up a fight, win or lose.
Absolutely. This is first time in last 20 years that I'm seeing an opposition party really being present and its presence being felt. I'm also seeing Rahul, who was discarded as Pappu and Munna and whatever, is now respected and liked and heard so much by people in masses. This shows a massive change. Whether the Congress is able to convert that into a vote or not is a different debate. But the fact is that people are listening and people are taking them very seriously.
Rahul, one more thing I want to add, I mean, while discussing...
Priyanka is very happy when Shyam Parekh. Look at her beam from one side to the other. She's so happy.
Rahul, while discussing today's election, I mean, we have been talking about Modi's speech and we have been concentrating only on the emotive issues which he took up, and the victimhood thing which he played up yesterday. But he has also been speaking, if you look at his speech, speeches over the last 1 week, about what all BJP has done in Gujarat in terms of development in the last 20 years. He has been talking about Jyotirgram, he has been talking about changes in the agriculture sector, power sector, So he has been giving his account, and that I mean that was very important. I mean,
yeah, I think that's a fair point that Uday makes, because the Congress is constantly saying that Modi is running away from talking about his track record. In the speeches of the Prime Minister that I heard, he speaks about the development of Gujarat for a long time. Then towards the end he makes some newsy comments which become the headline, and all attention is then focused on that development track record. Therefore is not spoken of as much, but he is giving an account. For whatever it's worth, he's giving an account for what he's done. The Rock from Gujarat, local boy, Chiteshwar Pujara, cricketer, coming out to vote. That's Chiteshwar Pujara. Good to see our cricketers come out and vote and not say as if, not make it seem as if they're too cool and too big for voting really to matter. He spoke of young voters, and I think young voters in this election, Jumana, are key, because it's these young voters who have been flocking to the rallies of Hardik, Jignesh and Alpesh. They're the ones who seem rather disillusioned with the way things are turning around them.
Yes, the young voters are indeed disillusioned. The BJP has been in power for 22 years. That's a very long time. There is a whole generation which has not seen anything but the BJP rule. And yes, why run away from the fact that there are issues? It's not that everything is hunky-dory. There is lack of employment. Their farmers are in distress, and farmers' sons, who are the people now...
One of the Congress's big leaders in Gujarat, the backroom strategist Ahmed Patel, now speaking to journalists. Let's listen in.
पार्टी तय करेंगे.
ये जो आपके नाम के पोस्टर लग गए थे सूरत में, उसके
मैंने क्लैरिफाई ऑलरेडी कह दिया, इट इज ऑल बेसलेस. पहले भी मैं कभी था, अभी हूँ और फ्यूचर में भी कभी रहूंगा सीएम का कैंडिडेट.
और ये जो नीच वाली जो बात जो कही जा रही है, जिस पर अभी भी
तो कांग्रेस ने एक्शन ले ली. इससे पहले यहाँ के जिम्मेदार लोगों ने सोनिया जी के लिए क्या क्या कहा है, कांग्रेस के नेताओं के लिए क्या कहा है, राहुल जी के लिए क्या किसी एक के भी एक्शन लिया है क्या?
तो मोदी जी ने तो लंबी लिस्ट लाई कल और सबके नाम गिनाए, दिग्विजय सिंह से लेके सबके.
तो हमने भी तो लंबी लिस्ट गिनाई है. क्यों सोनिया जी को क्या क्या नहीं कहा था? वो तो जिम्मेवार थे यहाँ पे, उन्होंने क्या क्या नहीं कहा. मैं रिपीट करना नहीं चाहता.
और अब मुतमईन है कांग्रेस की जीत के?
बिल्कुल 100% निसंदेह. बिल्कुल 100%. 110 से ज्यादा सीटें आएंगी कांग्रेस. थैंक यू भैया.
Okay, Ahmed Patel still speaking. saying that the dirty tricks department always works overtime against Ahmed Patel. You've got the subterranean campaign saying Ahmed Mia will become chief minister. And that's one of the reasons Ahmed Patel told me he wasn't even in Gujarat for a long time. He said, let me stay away, otherwise they'll try and make this Hindu-Muslim. That always is, Gopi, something that they try and target.
मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ कि राजकोट के अभी जो हमारे पास डेटा आए हैं, 10 बजे तक अगर राजकोट की वोटिंग परसेंटेज की बात की जाए तो एवरेज वोटिंग परसेंटेज 11.11 है. मतलब पिछले 2 घंटे के अंदर 11% वोटिंग, बहुत बड़ा ट्रेंड देखने मिल रहा है और गुजरात के अंदर ये सबसे बड़ा ट्रेंड है.
You haven't seen something like this in previous elections?
नहीं, इतना बड़ा वोटिंग ट्रेंड हमने कभी नहीं देखा है. इससे पहले जो इलेक्शन हुआ था,
Rajkot West is 11%, Rajkot East is 11.5%, Rajkot South is 10.5%, Rajkot Rural is 11%.
Just then, that's
11.13%. So Sudhir Raval, people are voting in big numbers. We don't quite know who they're voting for just yet.
Pardon?
I'm saying people are coming out and vote in big numbers from early in the morning. We don't know who for, but they're out there.
Actually, there are strong, people are there, those who are new vote, they are new youngsters. They will vote first time. So they are also aggressive. Even Patidar factors, they are aggressive in negative voting. So I think, actually, please question me. I didn't know. You please ask again.
No, I was saying that the number of people coming out to vote early in the morning is interesting. Wherever we are going, Shamparik, the queues at the voting booths seem to be immense.
Yeah. There are 3 factors I see there. One is a Patel factor, which is clearly anti-BJP. There is a consolidated pro-BJP vote which is coming out in large numbers to vote for BJP, and a third very important factor, the completely new voters who are probably voting for the first time. No one knows whom they are voting for. So
okay, I want to go across to Porbandar, where we've got Ashutosh Mishra. This is the constituency of former Gujarat Congress chief Arjun Morwadia. Porbandar is also where Mahatma Gandhi came from. This seat has been won by Morwadia twice, but he's lost in the recent elections. What's it looking like in Porbandar where you are, Ashutosh?
Good morning, Rahul, and not just talking about Mahatma Gandhi or Krishna and Sudama in our mythology, but this has also been a place mafia where Santokh Ben Jadeja had been seen dominating this place. Now, as far as this poll is concerned, as you mentioned rightly out, that how Arjun Morwadia, who has been MLA for twice, got defeated in this bastion in his Congress bastion with Babu Bhai Bokharia for margin of almost 17,000. Now this is a time when we're talking about that this poll will probably change the narrative of 2019. Now, ever since the morning 7:30, the long queue of these enthusiastic voters across the ages, youth, senior citizens, women, all have come, in colorful traditional uniforms like these Kathiawadi traditional uniforms. All these people have come in large number in Porbandar, coming out, casting their vote. Now, as far as issues are concerned, we have been seeing and also debating that how, this has been given a caste color, this has been given a community color. There was words that were used against the Prime Minister. Prime Minister here, referred those slang that were used by Congress leader. But probably here at ground zero, people are hardly, affected by those things, that development that is happening from New Delhi to Gandhinagar. They care about their own issues, the local issue. Now, this is being a coastal area. People were promised probably in 22 years that they will be given houses. They remain only a promise, and this time also that that continue to be in the promise list of the promises. At the same time, being this coastal area, water supply is very crucial. So in a social index, the village and the rural places like Porbandar, they fall in a very less in the number. So considering the enthusiasm among the people, those who have come out, this also gives a message, because when we see a large turnout of voters early since the morning, that give a message that this is probably an anti-incumbency vote. But whether it is going to be a vote against, following the anti-incumbency line, or whether it is going to be for BJP, that we'll have to see. But at this moment, the people in large number with enthusiasm, with energy, have come
coming in from Mandvi. Mandvi is in the Kutch district of Gujarat. There is this gentleman who had to go out and get married, but before doing so, he wanted to come out and cast his vote. So in his full wedding attire, he's come out early in the morning to cast his vote. And remember, Mandvi is where Shakti Singh Gohil, the Congress leader, is fighting from. And very interestingly, the gentleman coming out and wanting to cast his mandate before he actually goes out and gets married. Interesting priorities there. We're slipping into a very quick break right now. We will return to... It's getting a little hot here. It was lovely, breezy early in the morning, but that's also because the political heat is rising as well. We'll return live to the banks of the river Sabarmati in Ahmedabad on the other side of a very quick break. Stay with us.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.